Today we are going to talk all about makeup and what I carry in my everyday little travel makeup case. I got this from Amazon. It has that kind of Louis Vuitton feel. It comes in a ton of colors. I considered getting the black, then I considered getting the pink, and then something about the brown just kind of spoke to me, which is not a normal color for me, but I did decide to get this one. It is so easy to wipe down, so easy to clean. It holds so much stuff. It opens up like this, which makes it so easy to fit things. I actually talked about this in my recent video that was all about my trip to Las Vegas, how I packed and things like that. And ever since I bought this makeup case, I want to say in September, I have really just been using what is in here for day or night. And that is shocking because if you have followed me for any period of time, I have a big makeup collection. And it's funny because I'm starting to feel very similar to how I feel about my clothes and paring things down and finding and loving what really works for me. The same is very true with makeup for me recently. So we're gonna go through and I'm gonna show you everything that's in here and how it all fits in here. This thing is so great. First thing I'm going to take out, and I used it this morning so it's a little damp, is my makeup sponge. The Real Technique one are my favorite. The flat side, because you can really get up high under the eye if you want to. It really just pats it in, is so much easier, but you still have that area if you need it. That I think is best around the edges of the nose. But this just really applies both of the products I have in here so well. I also use it a little for blush. But I'm gonna pull out item by item. So how I tend to keep this is on one side here. I'm gonna try and tip it up and show you. One side here has all of kind of makeups that are more cylinders, right? And then this side over here is all the brushes, and then anything that's more of a palette or a squared off item. In the center here, I always keep Q-tips because that's what I use to clean my eyebrows. And then over to the side here, the only other thing I keep is a sharpener for my eyeliner. We're gonna start over on this side. So my first thing that I use, and I use this every day, I love this, is the Tarte Shape Tape. I hated this for so long. Never liked it, didn't think it worked on me. I thought it creased too much. I thought it was too cakey. And the two key things are, one, I was using way too much of it. Two, I did not have the right color. I think previously I was using the medium light beige. The light medium honey is the color that works for me. This one is almost done. I couldn't tell you the last time I used up a whole concealer, and I've been through 2 of these in the last year. That's crazy. So I use this whether I'm getting ready in the morning and just a daytime easy look, or whether I'm going out at night and I want a full face of makeup. Next I have in here by Rare Beauty, it is their bronzing stick. I don't know, yes, it was Fenty that changed. They used to be in a stick and now they're in a pot. So I think this one is still in a stick. I do not use this except for when I have self-tanner on or when I'm trying to get more of a contoured look. So this is really only when I'm going out or I have self-tanner on. It's not a thing that I grab all of the time. The 2 products, these are my go-to. During the day, every day, anytime I'm just getting ready. A lot of times when you see me on here, not today, but a lot of times when you see me on here, or on stories or on reels, this is all I have on. And it is the Color Science, and it is called the Sun Forgettable Total Protection Face Shield Flex SPF 50 in the color medium. I tried one color up last summer. It was way too dark. I'd rather just add some bronzer to this, but this is so good. It comes out white, and then as you apply it, it has these little orbs kind of in it that burst and put tint, and it really does match your skin so well. It heats up with your skin tone. It just is so so beautiful. I can't say enough good things about it. The other one that I have, and this is what I have on today, is the Estee Lauder Renutritive, and it is the Ultra Radiance Liquid Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 20. I have this in the color 3C2 Pebble, which is my go-to color on almost all Estee Lauder products. There have been a couple that didn't work out with, but almost every single one. This foundation is pricey. It's really pricey. I think it's over $100 now. It's crazy. At the time I bought my first one, I was like, this was the most expensive foundation I had ever owned. I've since tried others, but this I have bought multiples of and repurchased when I run out, because as I'm in the winter, I am paler. I also find that my skin is drier. So I want something that gives me radiance, a little bit of just healthy glow to my skin. And I don't feel like I need quite as much coverage as I do in the summertime. And this is just every winter I go back to this. And so it is the one I keep in here. That tends to be the one that I use if I'm going to be on camera or if I'm going out for a date night or something like that. So then I have a couple mascaras I'm going to talk about that are always in here. So if you have been around, you know this, you have heard me preach about this. The Urban Decay Subversion Lash Primer, best lash primer, hands down. And then since this first came out, the Tarte Tartelette Tubing Mascara, the purple one, this was my go-to combination that I used for probably a year and a half, might be 2 years or longer actually, now that I think of it. It's been out for a while. This was my go-to. Recently, just recently, I want to say it was in December. It was originally only at QVC. Now you can buy it on Tarte directly. The Tarte XL version of that same mascara came out. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's what I have on today with that primer. It is just so good. But I don't feel like I need it every day because it's a lot of lash when I use it every day. So I do tend to use the purple one on my daily basis or just on weekend, like if I'm just doing things, running errands, going out with friends, things like that. But if I want, if I'm going to be on camera or I want like a full lash, then this one is the way to go. These, I will carry them anywhere I go. I have to have them with me. They are so good. I recently went back to using this. I want to say it was in the fall. I went back to using cream blushes again. I want to say I started using them in the fall and I went back to this one probably in December. And this is the NARS Orgasm. It's called the Multiple. And it's actually I'm at the end of this one. I've already repurchased another one. I use this every morning. I put it on before I put on that tinted SPF, and it just gives me a beautiful flush under there. You can use this on your eyes, your lips, so many different things. It is just absolutely, it works with everybody. It is so good. I do have a tiny little one left. This one's might have 1 or 2 more sharpens left in its life. It is the eyeliner that I use on my waterline. Now, I used to use this every single day on my waterline. And I have recently kind of only used it like days like today when I'm using, the best way to say it, when I use this mascara, I tend to use the eyeliner on my waterline. But if you are looking for a eyeliner that does not move on your waterline, this is the one to go with. I've probably gone through 5 or 6 of them over the years since I found it. I have not used another eyeliner since I found this. Lips, I have a couple different things in here. My every single day, like when, again, I'm wearing that tinted SPF, is the liquid version of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. It is so good. It is so easy. It is not drying. It's not a stain, but it's just much smoother than the traditional lipstick. And I put this on every single day. It is what I have on now. And then during the days, this is so good. So I recently found a set on Sephora's site, and because I wanted a new NARS Orgasm blush, and it came with the blush, a brush, and this. I've never tried this. It's called the NARS, I think like Afterglow Lip Balm, and it's in the color Orgasm. Oh my gosh. It's like a lip balm with a tint and a shimmer. I use it over that Charlotte Tilbury every single day. Some days I use it alone. Some days I don't always do this. You know, I don't always need to have a lipstick on. Now I will say, but days like today, I do also use this lip liner. It is from Jones Road, in the color Rose. So I put on the Charlotte Tilbury first, then I just do the outside edges to make sure they're all cleaned up with this. And then I put on that NARS lip balm afterglow thing. I do keep 2 other lipsticks in there. This one is from Anastasia. It's just kind of a shimmery one. If I just feel like I need a little bit extra shine, I can put that on. I cannot for the life of me see the name of that, so I will put that down below for you somewhere. And then I also always have these. This is what I used before I found that NARS one. This is the new Hourglass. They're like the lip plumping ones. They have a tint to them. This is a great one to just grab and go. This one has a little bit of a lip plumper in it, whereas the NARS one is more of a lip balm. So that is everything on the one side of this. Now, just so you know, there is a little pocket on this side too. There is the inside pocket that I told you I keep my Q-tips in. I use a wet Q-tip to clean my brows. Now we're gonna move over to this side. So first, let's talk. I have my eyelash curler. My go-to eyelash curler is my Surratt lash curler. I think it's called the Reveille. I will say recently with these, I have only been curling my lashes if I use this. Like if I really want that volume lashes. We'll go through brushes first, actually, since that was over there. This is a brush from Merit Beauty. This is just a buffing brush. This is what I use to buff in that NARS Orgasm Multiple. I buff this in before I put on the tinted SPF. It really does a great job of really buffing that in. I do have 2 Tarte brushes that I use and carry for eyeshadows. This is a dual ended with a flat side and a fluffy side, and then one that is more of a smudger with more of a compact creased brush. Then I have this brush. This is a Sephora brush, a 98 brush. I use this for my highlighter. It's a small brush and I can just get it exactly where I want it to be. It is perfect and easy to carry. My Hourglass brush. I love this brush, guys. It is so good. It is a dual-ended brush. This is what I use for my powder on my face, so I really can get it exactly where I want it. The more tapered version is great for under the eyes. You just run it there. I can use it around the nose. This brush, if you only get one brush, guys, this is so good. You will not regret it. It is just so, so, so nice. Then the brush that came with that NARS set is so good. I've been using it with the blush and really getting in there. It just gives such the perfect line without, because when your blush goes down too far, it makes your face look a little saggy. It keeps it right where I need it and right in that lifted area. It is a great brush. Then I had put this in there. It is the Sephora Pro Concealer Brush. It's a number 57. Because under my eyes sometimes crease, so I use this after I'm done everything just to clean up close under my eyes so that it's not, there's no powder to settle into those fine lines. Then I keep a Laura Mercier. It's a precision eyeliner brush. It's a flat one. I use this just to smudge some shadow under my eyes and at my lash line. I've stopped doing eyeliner on the top lid and I just use a dark shadow, and this brush is great for that. Those are my brushes. That's it. That's all I've needed, and that's all I've been using, which is crazy because I have buckets of brushes, because brushes, unlike makeup, aren't going to go bad. So let's go into the compacts. The first thing is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Natural. This is the powder I use every day. I use this. This one is at the end. It usually has a dome to it. I use this one every single day, whether I'm setting the Estee Lauder or the Color Science. It is so good. It makes my skin look great. It gives a nice healthy glow without being too cakey or powdery. It is just amazing. This is Victoria Beckham's. It is an eyeshadow palette, the Signature palette. It is in these beautiful nude colors and it kind of moves from lightest to darkest. There's no separator. There's a light cream color, a peachy pink color, I found it strange that the darker color went here, and then a little bit more of a taupey color. I love this. This is my everyday go-to. I put the light color all over, a little bit of the pink in the crease, and then I use the mixture of these two as like a little bit of a smudged eyeliner, but it is a beautiful, beautiful compact. It is made so well. It is super hefty, absolutely stunning. Now, if I'm not doing that, my go-to palette is this Tom Ford one, and it is called the, oh gosh, I can't say this word. Something Le Sable, Sous Le Sable, I'm not sure. But I will put the name down below. Again, this is 4 colors. They are more matte colors. I don't have a shine or a highlight color. I'll tell you about that in a minute. This is what I have on today. I have the lighter color all over my lid. I have the more pinky taupey color in the crease. Sometimes I use the peach one. And then the darker shade here I used on my lash line and under my lash line with that Laura Mercier. And this is more, I can use the darker colors in either one of those to create a darker look if I want it for nighttime. Then my NARS Orgasm Blush. Now I will say this is a full size. The one that comes with that brush and that lip balm is a small mini like travel one, which I put with my travel things. But this is my everyday blush. This is what I've gone back to using. I don't know why I stopped. It is the most universal, easy to wear shade. Last thing in here is a Laura Mercier highlighter, the color Rose Glow. I don't even remember if this was a limited edition. I love the color of this. It reminds me a lot of the Highlight 01 that they sell, but I use this on that brush, and all I do is right on my cheekbones, a little bit in my Cupid's bow, and this is what I use for my highlighter instead of a shadow, right at the tip of my brow bone, every once in a while in the inner corner. And that is everything in here, guys. And this is what I use every single day. This is what I just grabbed for. I went to Vegas and just took all of this. I didn't even think about looking into anything else. I didn't even think, do I need anything else? I knew I could do everything I wanted with what was in this bag, and that is such a good feeling. So that's it. That's everything. It is all back in here in one spot. It zips up so easily, so nicely. You can grab and go and know you have everything with you. It is such a great feeling. It is very similar to the whole, capsule wardrobes, how I've done the winter capsule, the fall capsule. I'm getting excited for spring. We're getting to that point where we're starting to see peaks of days here and there. So I'm trying to decide also, when would you guys like to start seeing spring capsule wardrobe, and ideas for that, and things that I might be kind of bringing in or bringing back, I should say, because I am trying to do 80% of things that I currently own, and then only adding in a few additional new items to each capsule, because I'm really trying to just hone in on what I already have, what I already love, and then I'll find similar items for you guys. But the whole capsule wardrobe thing has been a revelation for me. So the fact that I can now kind of do a same version with my makeup just feels so good. And it's such a great feeling because I always know it looks good on me and what works. And I feel confident in that because I know it works on me. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you a big makeup collection person? Do you like just having things in one spot? Where do you get ready? Any information would be great. Also, as we're kind of in this in-between period, if you have any suggestions of things you would like to see from me, I know this was requested from my previous video, but if there's something you would like to see from me, please let me know, and have a great weekend.